Ildefonso will drive right. That's
drive.
also changes direction. Twice he does that. Navigates through Pasay traffic. Double-double performance for Philip Manalang. Straightaway jumper. Nothing but sweet string music. Manzo with a steal! All the way! That's one out of the back. Highlight the University of the Philippines after 32 years! CJ for three! Are you kidding me? Subido with a crossover. Subido for three! Renzo Subido! Ravenna leaves it for Edge. Oh! Here's Matt, the 30. Highlight coming. Two-hand slam. Dominance and the excellence of the Ateneo de Manila Blue Eagles continues. Every game day is an opportunity for each athlete to make a name for himself. And as early as now, we've seen quite a number of new talents emerge with the potential to maybe one day make a mark in Philippine basketball. We continue our live coverage of UAAP Season 82 from right here inside the Mall of Asia Arena in Pasay City as we are greeting everybody watching on SND, Liga, the Filipino channel, sports.abs-cbn.com, and to all of our kapamillas watching via the I Want app as well. More UAAP men's basketball is about to come your way, and later on we will have the always exciting matchup between Adamson University and the University of the Philippines. But before that, we have two teams that are hungry for a bounce-back game as National University takes on the University of Santo Tomas. Mabuhay Pilipinas, I am Anton Rojas. You know what? 12 years ago, there was a high school freshman who took the UAAP by storm. And since his arrival to the league, this young man went on to win 3 UAAP Juniors Championships, 2 Seniors Championships before capping off his career as a back-to-back MVP. And just when we thought we've seen everything from Kiefer Ravenna, he returns today to give us more. Kiefer, welcome back to the UAAP, and it is an honor to have you here with us in the ABS-CBN Sports broadcast team.
Thank you, Don. It's been a pleasure. It's been a while since I was back here in the UAAP, and it's a nice environment knowing that I'll be watching the games of the best collegiate players right now in a different perspective.
Well, nobody knows the UAAP more than you do, Keith, and we're very excited to hear your analysis and, of course, helping us out at courtside. We have our courtside reporters representing National University, Baylis Akot. At para naman sa panig ng University of Santo Tomas, we have Makaila Chavez. We'll get to you guys later on. But Kiefer, this is a very exciting matchup. Something that you were hyped about because these two teams are hungry to get back to the win column.
Yes, exactly. Both teams actually coming from 1-point losses. So medyo mabigat talaga yun. And this early at the season, you want to get as much wins as you can as you end the first round. And it's important for these two teams to show what they got, especially na kailangan talaga nila yung mga panalo.
Silipin natin ngayon kung saan ba nakapwesto itong NU at UST just to see how important things are, because as we have been explaining, this UAAP Season 82 is going to be a very quick tournament.
Yes, very quick. As we can see, UST with a 2-1 record. Yung last game nila, yun lang yung talo nila against Ateneo. And NU coming from 2 straight 1-point losses, one from an overtime loss against Adamson, and then on the hands of the De La Salle Green Archers naman. So both teams eagerly wanting to get back at the win column. As makita mo nga, sabi mo, mabilis lang itong season na to, and you can see sobrang packed na kagad nung standings natin ngayon pa lang.
And you were talking about how NU has been struggling to get over the hump, but so far we have seen the Ildefon show featuring Dave and his kuya Sean. But gaya na sinabi mo, Kiefer, it was another heartbreaking loss as NU lost to La Salle via that baseline jumper by Kurt Lohera. But still, this jumper here by Sean Ildefonso nearly gave the win for the NU Bulldogs.
Yeah, yung effort nandun. I was talking to my high school coach, Coach Jamaic. Sinasabi niya, wala na akong hihingin dito sa mga batang to. As we see the stats from last games, 83, 82. Yung Lasal, medyo mataas talaga yung field goal percentage nila. And free throws, yung NU talaga was really more aggressive. That's why they were still in the game despite having Lasal really pulling away nung akala natin na medyo lalamang na talaga and Lasal was looking for that knockout punch. Pero turnover points was the key for NU. That's why they caught up in the end and almost won it all.
Well, it's nice to see that Coach Jamaic Harin still has that kind of effect on his players as they continue to fight tooth and nail here in the UAAP and hopefully pick up a win today. But we have seen the evolution of some of their players, just like this young man right here, the new team captain for National University, Sean Ildefonso. We've seen a career high in the first game from Dave, and then in the second game, we saw a career high 26 points from Sean.
26 points, 9 of 15 shooting, 4 from 9 from downtown, and 4 for 6 sa free throws. And actually, yung sa dulo nga, siya pa yung nagpalamang before that Kurt Lohera jumper. Makikita natin yung improvement ni Sean every year. Makikita natin 26 points, 2 rebounds, and 5 steals. Malaki yun dun sa mga turnover points na nakuha nila, especially nung humahabol sila. Nakita natin yung mga steal niya sa half court, making 2-1 layup sa NU. So, it's a new face for the NU Bulldogs with their team captain leading them.
We've always known about Sean Ildefonso and his ability to dunk, but his three-point shooting last season, he was only 1 for 9. Pero in that last game, grabe yung kanyang pinakita. He shot 4 out of 9 from beyond the arc. So, yun yung pagbabago sa laro nitong si Sean Ildefonso. Now, we have to find out how NU is holding up despite these 2 heartbreaking losses. As we ask that question right now to Bailey's Akot. Bailey's, how are the Bulldogs holding up despite those outcomes?
Anton and Kiefer, in any Cinderella story, struggle will always be first. And for the National University Bulldogs, they were up against 2 Final Four teams in their first 2 games of Season 82, and although the results did not go as they favored, still here they are with their heads held up high, ready for the physicality and the running game of the Growling Tigers. And with UST being the #1 rebounding team, National University General Manager Manny C challenges the Bulldogs to out-rebound the Tigers and to instigate to each of their teammates the heart to play, starting from the tip-off until the final buzzer. And during last game's post-huddle, the boys were asked what the positives were in their performance, and they answered with 3 main points. The team stuck together, walang bumigay at lumaban hanggang dulo. This is what you can expect from the Bulldogs in today's matchup. Coach Jamaic Harin's last words during that huddle was that we learn from all of this, and whatever happens, we stay together. Anton and Kiefer?
Well, I have to ask Kiefer after your report, Bailey. So these 3 things stuck together, walang bumigay at lumaban. Familiar words from a familiar coach?
Really, really familiar. You know, I've heard that multiple times in my high school career, and with Coach Jamaic, sa kanya naman, as long as binibigay mo yung effort, of course, everybody wants to come out with a victory, pero yung effort nandun, yung paglalaro nila together nandyan. And ngayon na natalo sila 2 beses, now is the best time to really stick together even more.
And NU is going to be dangerous for sure, but another team that is also very feared right now are these UST Growling Tigers, coming up with a huge win against UE and then beating UP. But in their last game, sila ay nabigo kontra sa defending champions. But what were some of the positive things that you saw from the UST Growling Tigers, Kiefer, despite that loss?
Despite the loss, you know, yung effort na binigay nila, and at the same time, the competitiveness that they showed all throughout, not really just woke up the Ateneo Blue Eagles, especially during the second half, but I guess opened the eyes of a lot of teams ngayong season 82. Everybody's counting as the UST Growling Tigers as only dark horses, pero I think they're legit contenders, making it to the Final Four and eventually the finals. As we can see, 71-70, almost similar stats. Ang nagkaiba lang siguro with that victory of Ateneo, they were able to score more fast break points and turnover points was the key. That's a 9-point advantage na malaking bagay that's really spelled the difference for the UST Growling Tigers. But nevertheless, I think they will come out with a little bit more cautiousness in terms of turning the ball over and really taking care of the ball. As pagdating sa basketball, if you have more possessions, the more chances for you to really come out with a victory.
You know, people always say that in a championship team, there is that anchor, that man in the middle. And in the UAAP, we have a lot of huge foreign student athletes who are centers for their team. Angelo Kuwame, Alex Jaquite, Pat Techuente, and we have another one in the form of Solimain Chabio. He's not as tall as those other foreign student athletes that I mentioned. He's only 6'6", but this guy definitely has soul, as he has averaged a double-double in the first 3 games so far in his UAAP career.
I think si Coach Alden really knows what's fit for his system. He knew that he would play a running game together with all his talented guards to complement si Mark Nonoy, si Renza Bando, Renzo Subido, and with Solmain Chabio, 25 points, 13 rebounds, and 2 blocks. Maganda kasi sa kanya, nakakababa siya ng bola. So when he gets the ball, he can lead the break. You got talented wings running the court and, you know, shooters all over. And sa napanood ko din games, and I think goal din ng UST is to really be the #1 shooting, 3-point shooting team in this conference and in this season. So sila talaga, you know, rebounding is key, and Solmain Chabio is giving them to that.
Tama yung sinabi mo, Coach Alden Ayo's teams are always known for their 3-point shooting. Since he came here to Coach Letran, 3-point shooting na talaga ang nagdadala sa kanya mga kupunan, and running is also part of their game. And Coach Tap Baldwin is actually very impressed with what Coach Alden has been doing for his team, even calling him a blessing to Philippine basketball. But are Coach Alden Ayo and the Golden Tigers satisfied with what they're showing in the UAAP? Let's ask Makayla Chavez right now.
Well, Anton and Kiefer, the UST Tigers are nowhere near satisfied with how the last match against the Ateneo Blue Eagles had ended. Right after the game, veteran Renzo Subido balls to the team spirit and asked them to keep their heads held up high. Quoting what he told me, "I got frustrated because we were already there. For me, we won the game. It was just that we weren't responsible enough in taking care of the lead." Coach Alden Ayo pointed out that it came into a situation where it was about who wanted it more. He cited that it was an unorganized defensive rebounding and poor decision-making that killed and brought us to a disappointing finish. On a brighter note, Coach sees this as a way for the team to grow, as he can no longer be as understanding as he was in the previous game. He uttered, "Nauntog na ng isang beses acceptable, pero pag isang beses pa, malaking problema na yan." 3 games already passed. Expect the team to display maturity for this match against the NU Bulldogs. That's all for now. Back to you, gentlemen.
Thank you very much, Makayla. Well, despite Coach Alden Ayo being known as a player's coach, he's also dead serious about bringing UST to the next level.
Yes, very serious. As sabi nga, nagkamali ka na ng isa, hindi mo na pwede maulit to. But it could be a blessing in disguise, as yung natalo nila against Ateneo comes early into the season. They can adjust to all the things that they have to work on, all the things on their offense and defense, na makapag-adjust sila so they can be even more dangerous in the latter part of the season.
You know what, Keith? It's great that you're back, because I'm sure you're very excited to analyze and see the next generation of basketball talent here in the UAAP. And what about this matchup that we have right here between John Lloyd Clemente from Pampanga and this guy from La Union, Renz Abando? Ano masasabi mo dito?
Pinag-usapan natin kanina daw, partner, you know, this matchup is really something to look forward to. John Lloyd Clemente, 15 points, shooting 40% from the 3-point line and grabbing 4 rebounds per game. And the highlight reel, Renza Bando, 14.3 points, shooting 32% from the 3-point area and grabbing more rebounds with 5.3 rebounds than John Lloyd Clemente. Two consistent guys with John Lloyd Clemente and Renza Bando, showing his potential that he can lead the Growling Tigers in the future.
This is definitely a very exciting time for National University and UST, with the likes of Abando and, of course, John Lloyd Clemente in the fold. Coach Alden Ayo looking to get back on the win column today for the University of Santo Tomas. And, of course, he will be coaching against the man you know very well, Coach Jamaic Harin, the man who gave you the nickname, the Phenom.
Yes, Coach Jamaic, very excited to talk to him a while ago, and really wants to win for the boys in white. So hopefully it's going to be a great matchup, not for us but for the fans, syempre talaga.
UST right now at 2-1, looking to get back on the win column. You see new team captain CJ Cancino rallying the troops, and of course National University looking for their first win of the season. It will be raining cats and dogs inside the Mall of Asia Arena, so keep it right here on SNA. You're watching Season 82 of the UAAP as we check out the starters right now for both these teams. At nakikita natin ang mga pangalang Chino Mosqueda, Miguel Ocson, who used to be part of the Bulldogs program as well, Isa Gaya, the man in the middle, RJ Minerva, and of course, Dave Ildefonso. Sa UST naman, we have the backcourt of Renzo Subido and Renz Abando. We have Solimane Shabio. Kasama naman dyan sa forward spot si Sherwin Concepcion and of course, the graduating Zach Wang.
Knowing Coach Jamaic Anton, he really shuffles his guys. Talaga hindi wala siyang consistent na starting five, and we'll see kung sino talaga magsi-step up sa kanila in today's matchup.
Sila naman po ang mga mamumuna pagdating sa officiating para sa labang ito. UST versus NU should be a very exciting contest and could be another track meet as how Coach Tab Baldwin described the matchup between UST and Ateneo. Now in terms of the matchups, Kiefer, nakikita natin si Renz Abando, wala pa dyan si John Lloyd Concepcion, but we know Abando might match up with Dave Ildefonso right here. What do you think about this battle between these two guys?
Well, another great matchup of young talent, very athletic and very strong individuals. And matchup sa matchup, I think they could really help their team offensively and defensively. So tingnan natin kung anong mangyayari sa laban nila ngayon.
Subido on the attack. Wang brings the ball out to Concepcion. Shot was to the left. Chabio chasing down that basketball, but he threw it to the wrong man. The Bulldogs have it right now. Mosqueda calling out the play. He is a returning player for the NU Bulldogs. Dave Ildefonso has it. Ildefonso with a crossover. Ildefonso brings the ball out. Ocson missing from the corner. Isa Gaya against Chabio. Too strong, and Solimane Chabio hustles for that basketball.
Makikita natin yung presence ni Solimane Chabio doon, even with a taller Isa Gaya. Nahirapan pa rin mag-finish si Isa. And, you know, Dave Ildefonso coming off that ball screen is really looking to attack and create a lot of opportunities for him and his teammates.
And Kiefer, we saw right away Renzo Subido on both offensive opportunities went straight to the basket.
Nagsimula na yung track meet na sinasabi natin. You know, Renzo, veteran is on his last playing year. Nag-usap kami kanina saglit, and he's really just excited and really treasuring every moment, every game na ngayon na last playing year niya na for the UST Growling Tigers.
It's been quite a journey also for Renzo Subido because he's had 3 different coaches in his UAAP career in college.
And he got injured, I think, also. Diba? So it's good to see him as an athlete. It's good to see your co-athletes bouncing back and really making an impact for their teams.
Last year was his best year in his collegiate career and wants to come out with a bang in his 5th and final playing year.
With that play, no, nakita natin na, I think, with the taller Chino Mosqueda trying to post up Renzo Subido, but we all know Renzo is just not going to give up any easy position to anybody.
Oh, he's been a fighter ever since his days with De La Salle Zobel in high school. Ocson, he's a fighter as well. Will continue to let that basketball fly. Isa Gaya, 6'10", scoring against the 6'6" Chabio.
Ocson shooting 2 3-pointers right away. I guess Coach Jamaic really gave him the green light in today's matchup as gusto niya i-open talaga yung depensa with Ocson. If Ocson makes a few of those, it will really open up the lanes for Dave Ildefonso and the other guys to penetrate.
Ball is loose. Isa Gaya picks it up and gets it to Mosqueda. Mosqueda setting up the play. Ocson on the drive, dropping it down low. The basket is good underneath.
Nice create there by Miguel Ocson. I've been watching Ocson before nung sa NU Bullpup pa siya, di ba? Nag-champion sila doon. And showing a variety of moves, not only he can make the outside shot, but also can create for his teammates.
Magkalaban sila dati ni Dave when Dave was still with Ateneo in high school.
Yes, exactly. Oh. And ngayon, same squad na. Isa na yung pinaglalaban mo for the NU Bulldogs.
And here he is, Miguel Ocson going all the way. And Dave Ildefonso, his former adversary in high school, grabs the rebound and scores on the putback.
That's a nice way to trail your teammates. Hindi mo iniwan yung teammates mo despite fast break. You know, you trail for offensive rebounds and see if you can get any second chance points.
UST still looking for their first field goal, Kiefer.
Yes, NU is really trapping all the ball screens ng UST Growling Tigers, forcing the ball handlers to give it up right away.
Let's check out this McDonald's instant replay. Miguel Oxon was very aggressive to start this game. As you can see right here, finding RJ Minerva, missing on the fast break, but Dave Ildefonso was there to clean up the miss.
On this side, you know, Solmain Chabio really taking the matters into his own hands, forcing Isagay to foul him. Now 2 shots for Chabio.
So Renzo Zubido talking to Coach Aldin Ayo. As I mentioned earlier, his 3rd coach after Bong de la Cruz and Boy Sablan. Oxon. Oxon is very aggressive to start this game.
Very much. Tinatry na talaga yung defense ni Ren sa bando. With NU shooting 3 for 8 and UST 0 for 1. But glaring dito, partner, may 2 turnovers na agad ang UST. Pinag-usapan natin kanina na ayaw nila yung turn ball ng over as much as they did the last time.
And finally, UST gets their first field goal of the game. What a flakes, kakaibang move by Solemain Chabio. At ito yung hinahanap nila kanina, Kiefer. Yun nga lang, na offensive foul itong si Mosqueda.
Yeah, yun yung veteran smarts na meron. Si Renzo Subido at Iso Solmain Chabio flying high for that alley-oop baseline inbound pass. Yun yung offensive foul ni Chino Mosqueda on posting up Renzo Subido. Perfect position for that draw charge.
At nakikita natin dito, Kiefer, the familiar full court pressure of a Coach Jamaica Rin mentored squad.
Never letting out that full court press.
Meanwhile, Concepcion, former Mythical 5 member when he was playing for Mapua, knocks that shot in. And just like that, Kiefer, UST has the lead.
Bilis lang, mabilis lang talaga. It's a game of runs. How college ball is played. Tingnan natin kung makabawi ba kagad ang NU.
Oxon inside to Gaye. Gaye could not finish. Chabio with a rebound.
That was a great pass. Unfortunately for Isa, wasn't able to finish.
Subido looking for Concepcion. Ildefonso trying to chase that basketball. It is loose, picked up by Wang. And a steal here by Mosqueda. The Bulldogs are running. Mosqueda inside to Dave Ildefonso.
What was the call there, partner? Goal 10. There was a goal 10 call. Nakita natin, did it hit the backboard first before? Oh, yes, it did. Chabio just a little too late on that contest.
8-7 is our tally in favor of NU. High-octane basketball. That is what we are witnessing at the start of this contest between NU and UST.
Again, makikita natin, partner, Don, talagang tinatrap ng mga bigs ng NU yung ball screen ng UST guards. You see, they force an outside pass na hindi na nakapasok for Zachary Wang, intended for Zach Wang. Turnover again for UST.
Chino Mosqueda playing the point guard position. In high school, he was a 2-guard. So we see the evolution of these young players. Meanwhile, Gaye missing from close range. He could not believe it.
Oh, medyo malalim na yan. Sayang, because I think that's more than just a couple of opportunities for Isa na hindi niya na-shoot yung bola.
Minerva on the drive. Chabio grabs another rebound. And here comes Renz Abando. Abando! Everything but the shot on that play. But you can't miss his speed. We have crossed the Gatorade hydration checkpoint. Oxon again. Really will not stop as he has the green light from Coach Jamaica to shoot. And speaking of shooting, there is Renz Abando.
Same with Renz Abando, making up for that missed fast break opportunity. Ayaw ng 2 points. Gusto 3 points.
And he puts UST on top 10-8. We will be back with more UAP basketball. Well, we haven't seen him yet, but JV Gallego is an integral part of the offense of Coach Jamaica Rin.
Yes, JV Gallego. We all know him. He was a really good scorer when he was in high school. 12 points, 12 rebounds, 2 rebounds and 2 steals against DLSU. And during the crucial juncture of that game, si JV went on a 7-0 run on his own, making a 3-point and 2 perimeter jump shots that gave another hope for NU in clawing their way back with that game against DLSU.
And we've seen in the past that Coach Jamaica Rin has trusted JV Gallego with the last shot in the game. Meanwhile, Ildefonso short on that shot. Abando comes up with the rebound. Oxon still in the game, sticking with Renz Abando. Abando in and out dribble. And that's going to be an offensive foul on Renz.
Over aggressive there for Renz. As you can see, lowering his shoulder and pushing off, and give credit to Miguel Oxon for being in great defensive position. You know, it's really hard to stop Renz Abando once he builds momentum and how high he jumps, how strong he is. So, maganda yung ginawa ni Miguel Oxon doon.
Meanwhile, John Lloyd Clemente is now in the game, so we will finally see this matchup between Clemente and Abando.
Loose ball foul there. For the NU side. You see, grabbing the shoulder of Concepcion.
For Zach Wang.
Foul is on Mangayo.
For Chino Mosqueda.
And what was already fast is about to get faster. Because now we have Abando, Subido, and Nonoy inside the game.
Oh, si Mark Nonoy, product of the UST Growling Cubs. Nag-MVP ba siya doon during his junior
mythical
year?
Mythical team. Pero grabe yung mga numero nitong si Mark
grabe
Nonoy.
ang high school stats ito ni Mark Nonoy, and he's a proud Ilonggo just like me. So it's nice to see yung mga kababayan mo really excelling dito sa UAAP.
He was averaging 21.8 points per game as a Tiger Cub, Keith. Grabe.
Hirap gawin yan in high school, especially yung mga dami na din magagaling na players talaga. So tingnan natin kung matatansig niya to.
And here he is, Mark Nonoy. Here he comes, pero dumidikit sa kanya.
Enzo Hoson called for a hand check foul there with Mark Nonoy. Wala na nagawa sa sobrang bilis, hinawakan na lang.
But I'm pretty sure, Keith, maybe you're the one who should know this. I'm sure Coach Jamaica has been telling these guards, gaya ni Enzo Hoson, na huwag pakawalan itong mga katulad ni Nonoy.
Yeah, para mong mga napapakawalan na ano talaga yun, especially with Coach Aldin's system. You know, he gives the freedom to his players to really make their own discarte. That's why he really brings out the best of Mark Nonoy, Renz Abando, those even sila Renz Paraiso na pagpasok ngayon. Makikita natin with Mark Nonoy shooting 2 free throws.
CJ Cancino is in the game for the very first time, and this is actually the first time, Kiefer, in his UAP career that he has come off the bench.
Wow, first time. Yun yung quality na meron yung team ng UST. Imagine si CJ Cancino really made the name for himself last season, made a triple-double, and unfortunately just got injured. But now I think that injury allowed him to really see and adjust sa game ngayon kung ano yung matutulong niya pa sa team niya.
Because we know what CJ Cancino can bring to the table. He was a guy that was in the top 10 of the MVP race. Hoson missing on that wild drive, and here comes CJ Cancino. Cancino looking for Chabio on the inside. Tight pass intercepted by NU.
A little too low on that pass, and medyo maskip na din yung pasa na yun.
Ildefonso against Paraiso. This is Dave Ildefonso missing off the glass, and the Tigers are running. Cancino throws it out as he looks for Nonoy, who lets it fly. My, oh my! Mark Nonoy!
Mark Nonoy always ready to shoot.
A Jollibee 100%, the amazing move of the quarter from Mark Nonoy.
That was a good look by CJ Cancino. Yun yung sinasabi natin na overall game na na-develop ni CJ.
John Lloyd Clemente short on the step back. UST is on a 10-0 run. Cancino steps on the brakes, gives it to Brent Paraiso. And this is what you were saying, Kiefer. UST wants to be the best three-point shooting team in the league.
Exactly, even on transition plays, three-pointer talaga yung hinahabol nila.
A PS bankable assist of the game, parang PS Bank personal loan na maasahan apply online, no collateral.
You know, transition threes is one of the most open threes you can take in a basketball game. With UST, with their running game, it's perfect for them. You have to, you have fast wings, can really fly the lane. Even their big shoot, as we can see.
Right on cue, Kiefer Rivera.
With an N1 three-pointer by Concepcion.
Basket counts.
Let's take a look at this extra pass by Enzo Hoson.
Second personal.
Chill pass there for Dave.
Salome Cambio. And to complete the 4-point play, bonus
That's
free throw
N1.
for Sherwin Concepcion.
Three-pointer for Concepcion.
And that was only the third made triple of the season for Concepcion, but he's already taken 10 attempts so far. So you know that he has the go signal to take those long-range bombs.
I think everybody in the UST team has the go signal. As you know, kanina NU was off to a good start. Now down 10 points with NU, with Dave Ildefonso shooting 50%, 3 out of 6, while the rest of the team is shooting 2 4 14. So nakita natin na Dave Ildefonso talaga is trying to carry the load for the offense of NU.
Manny Mangayao, meanwhile, trying to make an impact for the Bulldogs. Nonoy again. That time, it was short. And the ball will go back the other way to NU.
Another three-pointer there, hosted by UST. Pero si Coach Aldin saying that it was good offense and kailangan lang nila iikot yung bola, and if that's the best shot possible, with no hesitation, you have to really take it.
Sherwin Concepcion will take a seat as Ira Patelier comes in for UST. Oson against Nonoy. Mangayo giving it to Clemente. Clemente on the drive. John Lloyd Clemente with a Yamaha Mio #1 move.
John Lloyd Clemente off that handoff from Mangayaw, opening the lane. That was a good handoff. Kita natin, bumuka talaga yung defense ng UST doon.
Mark Nonoy, look at the speed! What a move by Mark Nonoy! But the highlight will not be official due to that foul.
Sayang yon, partner. Sayang yung offensive foul na yon. But we can see the speed and athleticism of Mark Nonoy.
Oh, Miko Halili asked Coach Ronnie Magsanok if he thought Mark Nonoy is the fastest man in the UAAP. What do you think, Keith?
He's up there. He's definitely up there. You know, a lot of fast kids ngayon dito sa UAAP, and I'm telling you that he's really up there. You know, mahirap kasi ang delikado kasi kay Mark Nonoy. Mabilis na mataas pa tumalon eh. Mataas pa tumalon. Makikita natin going by Enzo Hoson. Iniwas pa yung bola. Humiga pa. Inantok. Reverse layup.
I'm just amazed at this guy's combination of speed, skill, and athleticism.
Development ng mga players ngayon, ibang klase na din. No? Talagang every game, you're bound to see highlights. Dati, swerte na may mga highlight, isa, dalawa. Ngayon talaga buong game, halos, you can see it on the internet, nag-grow na talaga yung mga players ngayon.
Ano ba kinakain niya sa Iloilo?
Hindi ko nakain ko anong kinakain niya eh. Kasi hindi ako ganyan maglaro, hindi ako ganyan kabilis eh. Na-miss out ko ata. I think I missed it out. I'll ask him later.
Meanwhile, Sean Ildefonso, coming off that career high performance, is in the game for the first time. Mangayaw getting it to Clemente. Clemente against Ando. Kicks the ball back out to Mangayaw, and the Bulldogs will run out of time.
Sayang lang, it was a good pass. But, with Sherwin Concepcion, go back to Sherwin Concepcion. 8 points, 2 of 4 from the field. Averaging only 4.7 points per game. Nadoble niya na kagad in the first quarter pa lang.
He has matched his season high so far here in season 82.
That was a bad foul by Clemente.
number
Kanina pa
9,
nasa
John
penalty
Lloyd
ang
Clemente. That's his
NU,
first.
kaya hindi rin talaga sila makadikit. And at the same time, they're giving free points
Big
while
free
the clock is not
throws
moving for
Mark
UST.
Nonoy.
And you talked about how UST has been taking a lot of threes so far. They've taken already in just 3 games, 98 three-pointers, Kiefer. That's more than 30 attempts per contest.
Exactly, and as long as it's part of their system, coach, and as long as they work it out on practice, walang problema si coach dyan kasi yan yung tingin nila na makakapagpagana sa kanila, especially in the latter part of the tournament.
Meanwhile, Hoson showing us that he will not give up, trying to keep up with Mark Nonoy.
Offensive foul
Yun nga
number
lang,
15,
tinawagan ng
Enzo
foul.
Hoson. That's his second personal.
Offensive foul there, warning off Mark Nonoy. Si Enzo Hoson was really dribbling full speed na, tapos si Mark Nonoy naka-lateral pa rin pero magkasing bilis pa rin sila. Nakita natin yung right arm doon ni Enzo Hoson as he goes in for a steal, taps it outside.
And just like that, there are 21.3 seconds remaining in the first quarter. It's been that type of a ball game. Flying up, flying
Sobrang
down.
bilis. We just looked at the clock kanina, 5 minutes to go now, there's 20 seconds left.
Zach Wang against Ildefonso, and Sean Ildefonso with a rejection.
Good stop there by Sean Ildefonso.
Holding foul to number 27, Aina Batalier.
And forcing UST to foul in
That's his second
transition.
personal.
Nakita natin, playing good defense, keeping his hands up. Clean block up top for Sean Ildefonso.
Sean
Now
Ildefonso
going
and the
for
one,
2 free throws.
shooting 2 free throws.
Sean Ildefonso, this is his second year with NU. Transferred from Ateneo. He played his rookie season in the collegiate level with Ateneo. And of course, their legendary father, Dynamite, Danny Ildefonso.
Alam natin kung saan nagmana si Dave tsaka si Sean sa katawan pala.
Oh, that was a tough pass intended for Nonoy by Paraiso. The Bulldogs will run out of time.
At the end of the first
And
quarter,
that will do it for the first quarter of play. What a matchup to start off our Sunday. As UST leads NU 21-16. We will be back for quarter number 2. You're watching season 82 of the UAAP. You are looking at the Mall of Asia Arena here in Pasay City as we have started another exciting game day here in season 82 of the UAAP. Right now we've got NU and UST battling. Ross alongside Kiefer Ravenna, who is breaking down the action in a men's basketball tournament for the very first time. And Kiefer just told me that UST, their crowd, is the best crowd to play against here in the UAAP.
Yeah, oh, for me, during that time, playing against Kevin, playing against Kareem Abdul, we have a lot of great battles. Pero pag na-involve na yung crowd nila, whether they're down or sila yung lamang, nakakakilabot, especially when they cheer their ghost chant. Ano na, parang nakaka-intimidate talaga.
Especially when UST is on a run, just like they were towards the end of our first quarter. UST on top by 5 starting off the period. CJ Cancino coming off that torn ACL on his left knee. Trying to rediscover the groove that he had in his rookie season.
Oo, makikita natin yung rhythm niya. Slowly but surely, magpapakita na siya. Nandyan na siya yung basketball rhythm niya. And he's a great player. He can bounce back anytime.
Meanwhile, ball was tapped out. It will go back to NU.
Good defensive stop there by the bigs of NU.
Hoson. Minerva getting it to Clemente. Sean Ildefonso makes his move. Ildefonso will finish on the drive.
Ildefonso.
Power move there with that Euro step by Sean Ildefonso. Going to his left, finishing with his right. You know, evolution din ng game ni Sean. You know, we all saw him during his high school days, you know, being a power underneath. Ngayon, nag-extend na yung range niya, may 3-pointer na siya, and brings still the toughness inside.
Meanwhile, Cancino in and out on that triple attempt. Hoson bringing the basketball down. Hoson to Sean, faking on the 3. Sean Ildefonso.
Traveling violation. Pino Mosqueda
Absorbing
for
the bump.
Enzo Hoson.
By Zach Wang, makikita natin.
Nonoy with a burst of speed. But Chabio was there to clean up the miss off the glass.
Yun din yung nadadala nung pace na nagagawa ni Mark Nonoy, even though he's really full steam ahead, you know, making layups, but yung aggressiveness ni Nonoy allows the NU bigs to commit. That's why now open, I think, for the second or third time na yung offensive rebound for Chabio.
Gallego to Clemente. Fakes, drives. Just too much spin on that reverse. Cancino is up and running. Cancino getting it to Solomon Chabio.
Solomon Chabio.
Showing us that he's got the range.
Timeout, National University
Two quick
Bulldogs.
ones for Chabio that leads to an NU timeout.
We'll be back. BDO coaches winning ways. The man from Sorsogon, a proud provinciano, Alvin Ayo, making waves here in Manila, winning as a championship coach for his alma mater, Letran, winning for De La Salle University, and he wants to do the same for the University of Santo Tomas.
A very colorful coach with Coach Aldin really giving a lot of confidence. Nakita natin with Renzo Subido. Solmain Chabio, 8 points, perfect from the field, 4 rebounds, and a plus 12 for the UST Growling Tigers.
And an endless supply of energy. Challenging that shot by Gallego. It is UST basketball, and Cancino tosses the ball to Paraiso. Chabio, baseline jumper is short. That's his first miss.
Face-up jumper to no avail there by Seoul main Chabio, showing us the whole offensive arsenal.
Mosqueda back in the game. He started this contest at the point guard spot. Clemente makes his move. Gallego has 2 to shoot. Gallego got it off in time.
Good move. This lang talaga.
Dribbling
Oh, Paraiso was
violation.
caught carrying that basketball.
Constitution.
Nagkaintindihan yung dalawang UST. Dito nagkabungguan sila actually, that led to that turnover.
John Galinato for JV Gallego.
Galinato coming in for the
Shot
NU
clock is 14
Bulldogs.
seconds.
Still a 7-point lead for UST. Mosqueda. Deshaun Ildefonso. And that's a foul on Brent Paraiso.
Nahila niya pababa si Galinato doon on the sidelines. No, Galinato being aggressive, kakapasok pa lang, wanting to attack. Paraiso right away.
Mosqueda to Galinato. Back to Mosqueda. RJ Minerva. Naunahan si Chabio. A Manulife Vision player of the game.
That was a great pass starting off from Galinato. Binigay niya kagad, which is really one of the most dangerous people on the court is the guy inbounding the ball. Chino Mosqueda stepping in right away, and another hockey assist there for the NU Bulldogs.
Chabio. Back-to-back misses for Solimain.
Constitution for the UST Growling Tigers.
This was the play you were just describing, Keeper.
Yun, stepping in right away, very aware of what's happening, and a good pass knowing that Chabio is right there to contest him, and Minerva ready for that drop pass.
Renzo Subido is back in the ball game for UST. Mosqueda getting it to Galinato. Galinato from the free throw line. Shot was short. Cancino comes up with a board, and every time he gets that basketball, he is up and running.
It was a good pull-up, hindi lang na-shoot by Galinato.
Now, Abando is asking for a pick, but the pick does not come. He takes it anyway. Renz Abando. Concepcion comes up with a rebound. Back to Abando. Pulls the trigger. And Sean Ildefonso comes up with a board.
Not shy of pulling the trigger by Renzo Bando.
Now the Demolition Brothers are on the floor at the same time. Dave and Sean. Sean unable to convert.
Foul number 2, Chino Mosqueda.
A good foul to stop the
CJ
transition
Cancino.
right there. It's never good news once you see Renzo Bando and Renzo Subido running the floor. Smart foul there by Chino Mosqueda.
Chance for UST to set up their half-court offense. Subido to Concepcion, top of the key 3. A wild miss and the push on RJ Minerva as he was battling with Chabio for that rebound.
Pushing foul to number 24, RJ Minerva.
Overextending
That's his
his
second personal. Mix of zone for
Arms
Chino
there,
Mosqueda.
si Minerva caught pushing off Chabio. Baseline
Shot
inbound
clock
right
is
now
14
for
seconds.
UST.
And once again, they were looking for that alley-oop for
That's it,
Solimain.
foul to number
That was a good
23,
adjustment on
Solomon
NU's part,
Yabio.
knowing that they were already
That's
hit
it,
there by that
first.
baseline inbound. Same baseline inbound the last time. Fabio with the push before getting the ball and grabbing the ball.
Great adjustment by RJ Minerva to stick with Chabio as we have crossed another Gatorade hydration checkpoint. Ildefonso crossing up his defender, everything but the shot.
A good move there by Dave Ildefonso. It's all about the finish. As actually partner NU is they're really getting good shots. Actually nakukuha talaga nila yung mga tira nilang gusto. Hindi lang nasushoot yung mga drop passes, mga pull-up nila mid-range.
Holding foul to number 14,
Nagmimintis
John
lang talaga.
Galinato. Mandatory timeout.
NU's percentage right now from the field is 27.3, something they've got to work on, but despite that, they are only down by 5. we continue our live coverage of UAAP Season 82, All for More. And we're glad to have you with us, Ton Rojas, alongside the Phenom, Kiefer Avena, who is breaking down the action with us for the very first time.
Good to be back here, Anton. It's been a while.
Yep.
3-4 years since the last time I'm involved in the
14
UAAP. Now it's watching the future of Philippine basketball.
Time really does fly.
Definitely.
Meanwhile, Chabio with a fake puts the shot up. And he will head to the line. Oh, wait a minute.
3-second violation.
3-second call right there.
So the ball goes back to National University. Minerva throws the ball out to the corner. Sean Ildefonso, something he has been working on in the offseason.
That was a good screen by little brother Dave Ildefonso, opening it up. A three-pointer for Sean. Nakita nga natin kanina, Sean shooting 4 for 9 in their last game while only hitting 1-3 the last season. So, you know, tons of improvement in Sean Ildefonso's game.
Imagine, all of last season, 9
14,
attempts.
John
And in one game this season, 9
Number
attempts.
4.
8-4.
McDonald's instant replay, he makes one today so far.
14 seconds on the shot clock.
And NU is hoping that there will be more from Sean Ildefonso from beyond the arc. Subido kicks the ball out. Triple from the left wing does not fall. And the lead of UST has been chopped down to just 2. Oxon. Sean Ildefonso. That would have been big.
That was a good extra pass by Miguel Oxon to Sean Ildefonso. Knowing the
Holding
guy
foul at
just
number
hit a
10,
three,
Renz Abando.
you know, you want
That's
him,
his
you want
second
the
personal.
hot hand to keep
Team
on
foul
firing.
number 3.
Miguel Oxon showing great court awareness as
14
Dave
seconds on the shot
Ildefonso
clock.
battling it up downstairs there with Renz Abando. Renz Abando caught up with Sean Ildefonso's arm.
Dave Ildefonso with a
Ildefonso.
Danny Ildefonso move.
Dave Ildefonso carving some space with Renz Abando. Strength versus length. In that instance,
I'm sure his father and assistant coach Danny Ildefonso was very proud about that move.
exactly. Probably watched that thousands of times over before.
Just like that, the game is tied. NU trying to take the lead. It's a battle for the loose ball. Dave Ildefonso picks it up. Minerva looking to give the lead to NU. And he does.
RJ Minerva.
RJ Minerva with a Jollibee 100%, the amazing move of the quarter. Keith, what happened to UST? They seem to have been stuck here at 25.
Partner, 13 turnovers in the half. Coach Alden will not be happy in that locker room. Makikita natin yung nangyari sa kanya, but everybody will be happy with that play. With Renz Abando hitting that alley-oop. A good pass from his teammate, but then again, UST really shooting themselves in the foot by having 13 turnovers and a lot of second chance points given up by UST with NU. Not a very good foul there by Dave as they're already in the penalty.
Dave Ildefonso penalty. That's his first.
Chabio will head back to the free throw line.
Chabio, ample line, shooting 2.
Chabio, who hails from the Kingdom of Benin in Africa. Had a short chat with him earlier. He speaks French, and the pronunciation of his first name, when you're speaking to fellow Africans who speak French, Soleman daw. Pero pag sa English, it's Solemain.
Solomon, that's a very interesting trivia for all the fans para pag alam nyo na kausapin nyo or na-encounter na kita nyo si Solmain dito sa games, you know how to pronounce his name correctly.
But for the Filipinos, just call him Chabi.
Chabi. Chabi is perfect.
And Chabio comes up with a rebound right here. Abando loses control. Here comes Ildefonso. Shovel pass to Galinato. Galinato was fouled as he went up for that shot.
Good transition offense there. Fast break, textbook fast break by NU.
Foul number 30.
Good pass there by Sean Ildefonso.
Team foul number 4. The free throw to John Galinato.
John Galinato finishing with the left. He was fouled there. Now troops to the line for 2.
Galinato has not scored yet, Kiefer, this season. So he's looking for his first ever points.
Short on that first free throw.
Oh, that's Risa Sato. I wasn't sure because the cap was way down. Creamline just had a game yesterday. Of course, Eliza did not play, still recovering from the injury, but they're 9-0 in the PVL.
Yes, yes. So hopefully she recovers in time for the playoffs. Important yung recovery niya ngayon. There you go. After 3 tries, John Galinato making his first point for season 82.
Boxon is on Subido. Game has gotten a lot more interesting as only 1 point separates the two teams. Abando from the corner. Concepcion with the offensive rebound. Turnaround jump hook in and out. And the Bulldogs are up and running. Minerva thought about the 3. Spins. Minerva looking for Sean. And the ball will stay with NU.
That was a good try as he saw Sean Ildefonso for the drop pass. Fortunately for UST, it was tapped out by Chadi.
We'll be back. You're watching UAAP basketball on SNA. There are 3 graduating players on the UST squad. Rick Kaunan, Zach Wang, and Renzo Subido.
Renzo Subido against their matchup against Ateneo. Perfect from the 3-point area. And also Zach Wang, 3 of 3 for Renzo. As you can see, Zach on the screen with 2 of 2 naman sa kanya sa 3 points. And you know, it's always important for that veteran presence na nadadala nila sa team nila.
Quick trigger for Dave Ildefonso. Does not drop. Mark Nonoy is back on the floor for UST.
Shot clock at 14 seconds.
And of course, doing his homework as always, Coach Tab Baldwin.
Coach Tab never missing a beat, even after a game yesterday, ready to scout their opponents.
We have another timeout. We'll be back with more of the UAAP after a few reminders. You're watching our live coverage of UAAP
Shot
Season
clock is
82
14 seconds.
as the UST Growling Tigers are holding on to a 29-28 advantage against NU as we approach the end of the first half. Chabio throwing the basketball out to Renza Bando. And now Concepcion will shoot from the outside. It is short. And Ildefonso is called for a foul as he was battling for the rebound.
Pushing
And it's
foul
not
to
just
number
Coach
0,
Tabu's here.
John
Coach
Ildefonso,
Perasol
penalty.
is
That's
here
his
as
first.
well because he's got a very important matchup against Adamson University after this.
Salome Cambio.
Interesting
shooting
matchup.
two
Also a
free
rematch of last year's intense Final Four game against Adamson and UP. We saw NU there coming off the timeout with a 2-3 zone. I think they're forcing UST into their outside shots and while not giving up offensive rebounds for Chabio. Chabio making the second free throw.
Chabio now breaks into double digits as he has 11 points. He was the only player against Ateneo in double digits. Meanwhile, Minerva missing. Chabio comes up with a rebound. Subido.
Minerva challenging the defense of Chabio.
Abando missing from that wide open spot on the left corner. Less than half a minute to go here in the first half.
NU being lucky with that one. Renza Bando usually makes it, especially when he's wide open.
Minerva was not
RJ
wide open, but he made it anyway.
Minerva with a 3, giving the 1-point lead for NU. Last shot time for UST. We'll see if they can connect on this one.
Subido. The clock is winding down. Renzo Subido with a step back and the fadeaway. In and out. And NU will secure the basketball and the lead. As time expires here in the first half of what has been an electric matchup between the Bulldogs and the Growling Tigers. Halftime stats, analysis, and more when we return. You're watching Season 82 of the UAAP. All for more. The multi-titled NU Pep Squad heating up the hard court here at the Mall of Asia Arena in Pasay City as we continue our live and exclusive ABS-CBN sports coverage of UAAP Season 82, all for more. And we thank all of our Kapamillas who are tuned in right now as we take a look at our PS Bankable Fan of the Game. deposit checks in a snap with PS Bank Mobile. Download now. And of course, mga kapamilya, ang daily commute nyo ay magiging good vibes na. Dadagdagan namin ang plus sa life mong on the go dahil nandito na ang ABS-CBN TV Plus Go. Pwede na kayo manood ng UAAP games habang nasa biyahe o kaya sa traffic o naghihintay ng masasakyan na hindi gumagamit ng data. For more information, just visit the ABS-CBN TV Plus Go Facebook page. There you go, more ways to tune in to your favorite Kapamilya programs. And we also would like to invite all of you guys to show some support for your teams by shopping for UAAP official licensed merchandise at the UAAPstore.com. And by the way, to all of our live streamers o kaya sa lahat ng mga mahilig manood sa pamamagitan ng social media, you can catch all the UAAP Season 82 men's basketball action on iWant. All you have to do is download the iWant app or go to iwant.ph/sports and watch the games live and on replay anytime, anywhere. All right, we will analyze the first half between NU and UST when we come back, so keep it right here on SNA. You're watching our live coverage of UAAP Season 82, all for more, as we are in the middle of this very exciting matchup between the National University Bulldogs and the University of Santo Tomas Growling Tigers, where NU currently has the upper hand, leading UST 31-30. We're taking a look at the action-packed moments of that first half. Isa Gaye, Miguel Oxon was very aggressive. Dave Ildefonso, of course, as always, leading the charge for the Bulldogs. Solimain Chabio, this is his fourth UAP game, and already he has tallied his fourth double-double, and good things continue to come for Renza Bando.
Exactly, partner. Renza Bando and Chavio really leading the way for UST, with NU, Dave Ildefonso with 9 points, together with a surprise starter for Coach Jamaic, RJ Minerva, with 9 points as well, while leading his team playing 18 minutes. And with UST naman, another surprise player, Sherwin Concepcion. No, sabi natin, he averaged 4.7 points per game, now doubling his output in the first half. Both teams really fielded 11 players. Alam natin yung sistema ni Coach Aldin tsaka ni Coach Jamaic, really trying to give everybody an opportunity to play and show their talents in the UAAP.
You mentioned RJ Minerva only averaging 8 minutes per game. He has already played 18 minutes so far in this first half. As we take a look at other important numbers, and Kiefer, this is something that you highlighted earlier, the high volume of turnovers that the Growling Tigers have committed.
Yeah, makita nga natin, first quarter with UST making the run, having 50% of their field goals, with NU shooting 30%, and also second quarter, NU putting their defense into a notch higher, only allowing UST to shoot to 18%. Partner, 18%. That's why lumamang ang NU itong halftime. But ang glaring talaga dito is the turnovers. Coach Aldin told them na hindi ka na pwede, nagkamali ka na ng isang beses, hindi ka na pwede magkamali ulit. And yung patience ni Coach Aldin will really be tested as they went to the locker room having 14 turnovers and NU only having 3. Ang ano lang dito is ang advantage is UST is becoming really aggressive, making 15 trips to the line in the first half, while only giving NU 6 attempts from the charity strike. NU being less aggressive but overly aggressive naman pagdating sa defense, as they're fouling a lot and giving opportunities for UST. That's why UST is still in the game.
The Growling Tigers averaged 15.7 turnovers per contest. They almost reached that number in the first half. So I'm pretty sure you're right about how Coach Aldin feels about that. But we take a look at the leading scorers, the leading performers, and Chabio so far is the only player in double digits.
Sabi mo nga, partner, Soulmain Chabio already his 4th game and 4th double-double in the UAAP. 11 points, 11 rebounds, while CJ Cancino, Mr. Do-It-All for the UST Growling Tigers, leading the squad with 2 assists. And meanwhile, on the opposite side, NU, Dave Ildefonso, a familiar name, leading the scoring for NU. And also the rebounding department with 5 rebounds, and Chino Mosqueda, their starting point guard, distributing the ball with 2 assists.
Well, Kiefer, you're wondering about what Coach Aldin Ayo is feeling with the high volume of turnovers, but Michaela Chavez was actually inside the dugout at the half with Coach Aldin and the UST Growling Tigers. Let's get an update from her as to what happened and what they talked about there. Michaela?
Anton and Kiefer, it may look like the Espana baseball did not immediately get their bearings right in the first 2 quarters, which is why Coach Aldin Ayo requested a team to exert more effort if they want to snatch a comeback win. Just like what he would always say, this is basketball, so definitely we are not going to stop just right here. We're never going to settle. Coach Aldin Ayo wants them to keep their presence extra alive on the floor and to play at a fast pace, which they are known for. Another thing Coach has been giving emphasis on is their defense, to embrace and prioritize on this, as if they do, it's a nature for them for good offense to follow. The yellow-blooded pack decides not to show room for complacency, as they know that the NU Bulldogs are just as hungry as them, especially coming from a loss both down by a point. It has been a tight match. Expect them to come more aggressive for the next quarters of the game. Back to you, gentlemen.
And Michaela, we expect nothing less from UST and of course NU, a team that we have been describing as very dangerous coming into this game, knowing what happened in their first 2 games in Season 82.
Yes, partner. Feeling ko ayaw na talaga nila maulit yung ganong klaseng talo. Sino ba naman ang gusto matalo ng back-to-back games na 1 point lang, and you were actually winning the game already, but breaks of the game hindi lang napunta sa inyo.
Now let's go over to the other side and hear from Bailey's Akot to tell us what's been going on the NU side.
As to what Kiefer said earlier, basketball is indeed a game of runs, and the National University Bulldogs are taking one possession at a time to keep the lead in their hands. Now, rookie Robert Minerva, all the way from the National University Bullpups program, encouraging his teammates, telling them, bawi lang tayo, depensa lang. At kitang-kita sa laro ni Robert na siya pang naging spark for the team. And not to mention, he's the one designated for defending solo main Chabio. And so the Bullpups, after all these runs, are staying patient and composed, especially on defense. Coach Jamike wants them to keep listening to the instructions, staying disciplined, and not to hesitate on those open shots. Let's see which shade of gold will triumph in this track meet, Anton and Kiefer.
Thank you very much, Baileys. We saw Demolition Danny talking to RJ Minerva. We're very sure that he's very happy with what Minerva has been showing in the first half, and that's why he has earned the minutes from Coach Jamike.
Yeah, 18 minutes leading the pack for NU, and really the main task of defending Solmain Chabio. Yung effort nandun, although Chabio has already scored a double-double, pero tingnan natin kung mababawasan yung production ni Chabio this second half.
And we will have the second half when we return, so keep it right here on SNA for more of Season 82 of the UAAP. It seems that every UST game, as we take a look at this play right here, Koho creating beautiful plays, it seems that every UST game there is an Abando highlight.
I think the people they have to really get used to seeing Renz Abando play and give us highlights. You know, I'm starting to get used to it, and I'm really looking forward for more of those. Feeling ko marami pa siya tricks up his sleeve talaga this coming season.
And once again, we welcome everybody to our ABS-CBN Sports broadcast as Brent Paraiso welcomes the start of the second half with a long-range bomb.
That was a good play coming off the halftime locker room. Really naiwan na bukas doon si Brent Paraiso.
And as we heard from Makaila's report, UST will be focusing on their defense here in this second half.
You see good extra pass there by Concepcion to a wide open Brent Paraiso. Sabi nila na UST has to focus on their defense this second half, but I guess they really have to take care of the ball first para hindi sila makaalago, hindi sila makakuha ng momentum pagdating sa opensa kasi nila.
Meanwhile, Minerva playing with a ton of confidence, starting this period missing on that top of the key three. Paraiso to Chabio. Concepcion.
Great transition defense there by NU.
Abando gives it back to Concepcion. Concepcion to Paraiso. Looking for another one. Could not get the lucky bounce.
Good play there
University Bulldogs basketball
by Concepcion, kicking the ball out for Brent Paraiso. I'd like to just give a shout out to our boss Ronald Dulatre, who's tuning in sa game na to.
Hoson. Minerva. 10 on the shot clock. Ildefonso makes his move against Abando. What a hop step by Dave Ildefonso. A Domino's Pizza, what a delivery play.
Great spin move to a drop step right there by Dave Ildefonso, showing his versatility. Take you from the outside, drag you into the post area.
Chabio, wow!
One motion
Chabio
on that rebound.
And that's why he's a walking double-double.
Adding up to another double-double there by Chabio.
Now, Isagaya is somebody who has to pick his game up, Kiefer. He started this contest but was limited to just 5 minutes of play.
Yes, sayang kasi he started off making his first basket. Nakita natin, spin move, drop step, finishing off the weak hand. Ito yung offensive rebound ni Solmain Chabio. One motion stick back, adding up to that already impressive double-double.
He was on the way down when
Exactly,
he put
you
that
know,
ball back
shows
up.
the strength and athleticism ni Chavio. Going back to Isagay, nakita natin kanina yung performance niya nung start. Drop pass there by Enzo Oson for Isagay, but there's a foul called first for NU.
Number 3, Ren Paraiso. That's
Ren
his
Paraiso with a block
second
foul.
team foul. 14 seconds on the shot clock.
With NU, I think they really have to bring out more with Isagay and his performances, whether defensively or offensively. They need him to grab more rebounds and you know, change a lot of shots for UST.
Meanwhile, boys and points in the paint. Galinato sneaking in for that basket. And we are tied at 35 all. Chavio against Minerva. Concepcion. That's going to be an offensive foul right there.
That was an offensive foul on the down screen by
Offensive foul number 3, Ren Paraiso. That's
Ren
his third personal.
Paraiso, holding down that down screen on Concepcion. A little bit unnecessary, caught by the officials.
Minerva. Galinato gives it to Hoson. Hoson to Minerva. On a high-low play, we have Gaye, and that's what they need from Isagay.
Exactly, partner, sealing and making Chavio work on the defensive end.
A Yamaha Mio #1 move by the 6'10" Isagay.
That was a great pass. That's a great pass. Big-to-big passing by RJ Minerva.
Abando. Mid-range is good for Renz Abando.
Good pull up there by Renz Abando. Dave Ildefonso caught on the screen. Was late on fighting over.
Here's Dave Ildefonso. Ildefonso against Abando. Ildefonso, he likes that side.
Sobrang patient ni Dave Ildefonso on that post. Hindi nagmamadali. All the international experience for Dave all throughout the summer paying off.
A pure gold, always panalo move. And now it's Chavio making his move. Throws the ball out to Paraiso. Abando. Drives baseline. Abando blocked by Gaye. And UST runs out of time, and this is what you were explaining. The things that Gaye has to do for his ball club to pick up the win.
Exactly, Anton. You know, changing shots, blocking shots. You can see a good high-low, finishing up against soulmate Chavio and getting a block on the defensive end, leading to another UST turnover, Anton.
And if Gaye keeps up this kind of play, he will definitely stay longer than 5 minutes in this half. Hoson. Subido is on him. Hoson on the isolation play, and Enzo Hoson makes good on it.
Good Euro step there, finishing a tough one over Renzo Subido.
Subido trying to make up for it. Chavio on the offensive board, missing. Paraiso from the free throw line.
Another opportunity there. 4 opportunities for UST, partner. And you really lucky there.
And Subido steals the ball away from Ildefonso. Here's Renzo.
The veteran smarts of Renzo Subido. Coming off the steal, will he make this 3?
Renzo Subido knocks it down, but a whistle was blown away from the basketball.
Again, partner, transition 3s. Renzo Subido. And there's a foul called, I think. So makita natin. Good defensive stop.
Number 14.
As we see here on this McDonald's instant replay, so the 3.
Shot clock at 14 seconds.
That was a great give and go action by Renz Abando to Renzo Subido.
So the 3 will not count, Kiefer.
Oh, the 3 will not count.
Because the foul was called before Subido launched it.
Second foul, number 14, John
Go get-
Galinato.
Oh, wait, they
That's his
will
fourth
count the
personal.
3.
Second team
They will
foul.
count the 3. But
The
with
Susan
UST
and
ball,
shot
Minerva
called
called for a
John
foul on that
Galinato.
loose ball. NU still up by
14
1
seconds on the
despite
shot
that.
clock.
Multiple possessions by UST.
And partner, that was the first attempt of Renzo Subido from beyond the arc in this game.
Renzo Subido really being that guy who really manufactures a lot of things for the whole UST squad.
Hoson on the sidestep as we have crossed another Gatorade hydration checkpoint.
Great hustle there by NU. Unfortunately, di lang nila nakuha yung point na yon.
Subido gives it to Chabio. Abando asking for the basketball. 7 on the shot clock. Abando puts up a wild shot. Fishing for a foul. So he will head to the line for 2.
Fishing expedition by Renzo Bando.
Mandatory timeout.
And the NU Bulldogs will call a timeout. We'll be back with more of the UAAP Season 82 after a few. BDO coaches winning ways. Coach Jamaic Harin, who won 8 championships in the UAP Juniors division in 13 years. Not bad. And 3 of those championships, you were part of that squad.
Yes, very fortunate to be part of Coach Jamaic's winning tradition. Ton, sabi mo nga, you've been covering for a while. We're getting old. You were part of a lot of championships there.
Man, I still remember the first time I saw you in the UAAP. That was season 70. You broke out in that final series against De La Salle Zabel.
12 seasons ago.
Yep.
You know?
We're in season 82 right
82.
now. That was season 70.
Exactly. And now we get to see the brightest talents from all over the country. As with Renzo Bando, the likes of Renzo Bando, David Defonso, David Santo Defonso. The future is bright for Philippine basketball.
And I just noticed, nakatatlong palit na ng sapatos itong si Renzo Bando. In the pregame, you noticed he was wearing the shoes that your brother 30 gave him.
Oh, naghahanap ng pahiyang siguro si Renz. You know, I approached him earlier. Sinasabi ko sa kanya na you just gotta keep on playing and working hard.
Meanwhile, Ildefonso, this is Dave. Not being given any space by Zach Wang. Decides to create space for his own via that fadeaway.
Pushing foul at number 5, Renzo Subido. That's his 3rd personal, team foul number 4.
Posting up there, Dave Ildefonso.
Shot clock at 14
battling
seconds.
Zach Wang. You all know Zach Wang is not just gonna back off of anybody.
Oxon. Oxon with a crossover. Oxon shooting it over Nonoy. Does not give up. Miguel Oxon puts it up and in.
That showed a lot of great composure there by Miguel Oxon. Even though he took a bad shot on the first try, now making his first field goal today.
Wang. And a steal by Hoson. Hoson is maneuvering his way through traffic. Sean Ildefonso able to draw a foul.
Lucky bailout there by NU as nakita natin yung fast break nila wasn't as space as they like it to be. Defensive rebound there by Miguel Oxon, staying composed, staying patient with that putback.
CJ Cancino is back in the game for UST. This is the first time in his UAAP career that he has come off the bench.
John
And he's still looking for his first
shooting
points
two.
in this contest, although he has 6 rebounds, Keith.
Sabi natin, do it all. You know, CJ Cancino is the first rookie to, after a long while, to register a triple-double.
And he was only one of 5 players last year to average a double-double in the UAAP. He was number 5 in rebounding, averaging 10.3 boards per game.
As a guard, di ba? As a guard. So, you know, we can see that with CJ Cancino running the show, the new captain for the UST Growling Tigers, he can really dominate or show his presence without even scoring. Makita natin yun. So that's a mark of a great player.
Meanwhile, Nonoy with a burst of speed. And
Ako napapagod dito kay Mark Nonoy.
Foul number 8.
Minsan, di pa ako tapos magsalita. Nakalayap na siya eh.
Team foul number 4.
I guess control is something that Nonoy will be developing throughout the process of playing here at the collegiate level.
It comes with the number of games you played in. You know, you playing in the Final Four is a different atmosphere, a different you know, feeling. You know, decisiveness is really key. As you can see, Solmain Chabio, 14 points, 17 rebounds with 3 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. In a close game, for sure, he's still going to play a lot of minutes. But going back to Mark Nonoy, he has so much potential, and really seeing the development of his game is really exciting.
Meanwhile, Clemente missing on that baseline drive. Here comes Abando. Abando gets it to CJ Cancino. Wang pops out. Nonoy. And he steps on the sideline.
Out of bounds. Stepping
Too
on
quick
the
for his own
line.
good. Mark Nonoy.
National University Bulldogs basketball.
But grabe ka bibilis sa mga guardia ng UST.
Ildefonso. This is Dave. On the move. Dave Ildefonso.
Dave Ildefonso.
A Jollibee 100% amazing move of the quarter. Dave Ildefonso with a bounce-back performance. He's got 15.
15 points na, partner.
Nonoy against Oxon. Cancino. Gaye is on him, and Gaye, active hands, comes up with a steal.
That's good defense. The length of Isa Gaye showing his... siya naman din, nagbabounce back din naman from the first half.
Sean Ildefonso giving it to Oxon. Oxon loses control. It is UST basketball. Cancino. Drop pass for Wang. Chabio. 3 white shirts surrounding him. Chabio from the free throw line.
Great patience by Chabio. You know, it was already a turnover waiting to happen with UST, but Chabio, sabi niya, kalma muna. You know, with that fake pass, kinalma niya yung sarili niya, and with the team really banking on the performance of Chabio right now.
On the shot clock.
Let's take a look at this move right here by Dave Ildefonso. He was ranked 13th in the MVP rankings last season as a rookie. Meanwhile, John Lloyd Clemente, who scored 38 points in his first collegiate stint last season, drains a baseline jumper.
That's a great inbounds play by Coach Jamike. Well executed by his players.
Cancino against Dave Ildefonso. Nonoy against Oxon. Nonoy lets it fly. Clemente comes up with a board.
Sharp on that three-pointer. Dave Ildefonso.
Dave Ildefonso making his move against Wang. Another fadeaway for Dave. In and out, and UST is up and running. Cancino makes his move. Cancino blocked by Dave Ildefonso. Wang picks up the loose ball. Isagaye comes up with a board.
Great defensive play there after a missed shot by Dave Ildefonso. Defensive game right now, partner.
Ildefonso from the outside, short. And UST could not track down that rebound. Now it's Sean's turn. Sean Ildefonso too strong on that drive. And Ildefonso is called for a foul.
Costly foul there by NU as they're over
Pushing
the
foul
limit.
number 0, Sean Ildefonso.
So makikita natin itong play na to with Chabio with a great fake pass. Lot of patience. Chabio showing that veteran smarts already on his season. Second season, if I'm not mistaken, with UST.
It's his first, actually.
It's his first season with UST.
Shooting 2 free throws.
Definitely going to be a problem for all the other teams in the coming seasons for the UAAP and for the UST Growling Tigers.
Coach Aldin Ayo in his second season as the head coach of UST. His team is down by 1. Mosqueda is back in the game. Sean Ildefonso, another high-low opportunity. It's a different half-keeper for Isagaye.
Yes, a tale of two halves for Isagaye. Coming off that locker room, and now, wow, partner, 20 turnovers na ang UST ngayon. They ended the half with 14, adding another 6 turnovers. That's a 7th turnover for them. And we'll see, will UST...
Oh, John Lloyd Clemente
Right on time.
And one referee is saying that that shot will count. A C2 fast break of the game. Run it back. And let's take a look.
See if it's... There you go, partner. A lot of time left. And an end one to end the quarter for NU. But the 21st turnover for UST. We'll see if John Lloyd Clemente can increase the lead for NU coming into the payoff period.
It was November 11. Although it was a loss against FU, wherein a first-year player, John Lloyd Clemente, scored 38 points. Bihira mangyari yun para sa isang first-year player on the collegiate level. At malinaw na malinaw, that shot should count.
Lot of time left. More 0.8 seconds left. And I think they're trying to see if the foul is called with still time left.
Well, he definitely made the
There,
basket.
definitely an end one. So basket is good.
Basket is good for John Lloyd Clemente.
John Lloyd.
NU.
Foul at number 13, Zach Boang. That's his second personal.
So because there is still 0.8 remaining on the clock, the players have to return to the court as John Lloyd Clemente will shoot the bonus.
Oh, so there's still time left.
John Lloyd Clemente, two-time member of the Juniors Mythical 5 selection when he was with National University. He was teammates with Justin Baltazar.
Ayan, sila na yung magkakalaban.
And they won a championship back in season 78.
With a person who's also on their bench.
Yep.
Coach Jeff Napa.
Clemente could not
At
complete the
the end of the
three-point
third,
play,
it's
but
the
his
National
team
University
is on
Bulldogs,
top by 5, 52 to 47.
Tigers,
Let's see if the
47.
Bulldogs can hold on to pick up their first win of the season. Fourth quarter is coming up right here on SNA. We are about ready for the fourth quarter of this matchup between NU and UST. Anton Ross together with Kiefer Ravenna. And Kiefer, kindly break down what has been happening so far and the reason as to why UST is trailing and why NU is on top by 5 heading into the fourth, as we see the sisters of Dave and Sean Ildefonso.
Yes, supporting the Kuyas and of course the daddy as well. But back to your point, Anton, with UST making 21 turnovers, partner, madami na talagang opportunities ang nasasayang ng UST. And at the same time, NU is really capitalizing on that by making sure that they score off of those turnovers ng UST.
Saw the mother of CJ Cancino Rowena Cancino, and of course 8-time PBA champion Daniel Defonso. Nonoy, too strong off the glass. Now 21 turnovers, just way too much for UST. We talked about how they only average 15.7 turnovers per game.
As we see the scoring per quarters, you know, NU really trying to lock up the UST offense by only giving 9 points in the second quarter. And we see an N1 play there by Mig Soxon, increasing the lead to 7 points, partner.
And this is the biggest lead game for the NU Bulldogs. This Dapawenyo, Miguel Oxon, driving and scoring for the Bulldogs.
Kanina pa lang start of the game, we already saw na talagang aggressive, ultra aggressive nga si Oxon, shooting really everything in the first quarter, and now making those shots where it matters the most ngayong fourth quarter, trying to increase the lead of NU. Don't look now, partner. Palaki na ng palaki yung lamang ng NU.
Paraiso trying to breathe life back into this UST squad. This is the biggest lead of the game for NU.
We'll see kung makaka-execute sila on this play. Tingnan natin.
Clemente to Sean Ildefonso. Ildefonso spins. Everything but the shot, but he grabs his own miss. Ildefonso trying to power his way back up.
The power.
Wisely throws it back up.
And yung kagustuhan lang talaga na makuha yung opportunity na yon for NU. As we see, outside shot missed again for John Lloyd Clemente. Loose ball foul now called on Isa Gaye. But the effort is there, partner. Gusto talaga nila manalo. Sino ba namang ayaw after that 2 heartbreaking losses to start your campaign?
Nonoy. Cancino gives it back to Nonoy. Back to CJ. Cancino on the drive, kicks it out to Ando. Ando, too strong. Back to CJ. Cancino. And finally, CJ Cancino scores his first field goal of the game. A PS bankable assist of the game. Parang PS Bank. Personal loan na maasahan, apply online, no collateral.
Let's see if that's a good fire starter for CJ Cancino.
Mosqueda. Too strong on that layup.
Good fake pass there by Chino Mosqueda.
Para
Hindi na talaga
Iso.
na-shoot.
Oh, there were 2 UST shirts jumping up for that rebound, but it went to the wrong man. Mosqueda to Sean Ildefonso. Ildefonso muscling his way to the rack, but the shot just would not fall. Nonoy using his speed. Wang, Ando, Paraiso from the right wing. Brent Paraiso, back-to-back 3-point bombs for the University of Santo Tomas. A Manulife Vision Player of the Game.
Brent Paraiso never shy of taking the big shot. Now down to a 2-point lead for NU. Important times for the National Bulldogs right now.
Clemente. Shot does not roll in.
That's the third miss layup, partner, na nakita natin sa NU. They're getting quality shots. Nagmimintis lang talaga. See another 3 for UST.
Trying to get the lead back. Paraiso. Sean Ildefonso. Clemente. Mosqueda. Oxon. Sean Ildefonso with Wang in front of him. Sean Ildefonso once again testing that three-point shot. Isagaye! Wow! What a huge transformation for Isagaye here in the second half.
Isagaye really asserting himself
Renzo Sabido for
in
Red
the second half.
Solomon champion for Dave
We'll show you guys a bit kung ano yung stats ni Isagaye, but more than the stats, kung ano yung makikita nun, really the effort and perseverance of wanting that ball, wanting that possession for his school.
Dave Ildefonso got his defender out the way, but was a little bit short on that jump hook.
Again, Isagaye in that frame. Getting another possession for NU as Zach Wang was caught underneath Isagaye.
Or Sean Ildefonso.
And look at how NU has taken care of basketball, Kiefer.
That's gold. That's really gold. Cutting your turnovers into half more than what you average. Ibang klase yun with the improvement that nakuha nila. That was a good assist himself.
Wow, everything is just going for the NU Bulldogs right now. Clemente missing that shot badly, but it falls right back into his hands.
Way to stay in the play, kung tawagin natin. Not giving up.
Wang, straight away three. Shot was a little bit short, and Dave Ildefonso will bring it down. Ildefonso with a power move. And Dave Ildefonso is able to draw a foul.
As we saw kanina dun sa stats natin, lamang ng kalahati ang second chance points ang NU. NU with 14, UST only with 7, partner. If I'm not mistaken, UST is in the top 3 or top 2 sa rebounding department.
Well, they average way more rebounds than NU per contest. They average 50 rebounds per game. NU just 40.
That's 10 possessions, but if you're averaging more than 10 rebounds than your opponent, but you're also giving up more than 15 turnovers than your opponent, it's just an equal playing field, and NU is really maximizing that opportunity ngayon na lamang sila with the turnovers that UST has been giving them.
The sophomore superstar, Dave Ildefonso, with 16 markers to his name. Short on the second free throw, Chabio gets the ball to Renzo Subido. UST staring at a 5-point deficit. Subido, that's a foul on JLC, John Lloyd Clemente.
Holding foul to number 9, John Lloyd Clemente. That's his second personal.
Approaching the halfway mark of this fourth quarter as we take a look at Coach Aldin Ayo and assistant coach Macjor Luwib.
Macjor, is nice to see him there, still with basketball. Familiar face when I was still playing for Letran. Kalaban ko na siya noon. One of the leaders of that team.
Oh, Subido picks the pocket of Dave Ildefonso. Abando gives it back to Renzo. Concepcion, can he come alive? Shot was too strong, and Clemente will slow it down as Hoson will bring the ball down for NU.
A little bit careless on Dave's part. Luckily, missing there, Concepcion.
And we have reached another Gatorade hydration checkpoint as Hoson maneuvers his way to the basket. Hoson draws the foul on Nonoy.
Better moves there for the rookie. Then natin, Renzo Subido stalking his prey. Coach Jamaic not particularly happy. And I've seen that face a million times before. Mostly because of my turnovers as well.
Is Coach Jamaic ever calm and just sitting down on the bench?
I can never recall that moment with Coach Jamaic. The way his coaching style is, yung intensity niya nandun na yun ever since, and he brings out the best in you talaga. Kasi if you see your coach really intense and really into the game, you have no reason to slack off. You have no reason to you know, not play 100%.
Always pacing the sidelines and coaching with his heart on his sleeve. Coach Jamaica rin.
Minsan nga kami na yung napapagod sa kanya eh.
And that's why This matchup is always
Pushing
exciting
foul in
whenever you have a
number
Coach
15,
Jamaica
Enzo
Rin
Alonso. This
and Coach
is
Aldin
for
Ayo
team foul
matchup.
number
And
3.
this goes way back to when Coach Jamaica was coaching San Beda and Coach Aldin was coaching Letran.
And
14
exactly, ito
seconds
makikita
on
natin
the
with
shot
Nonoy,
clock.
Cancino, and Subido. Not really a good shooting night for them, combined 3-4-14, but it's still a long ways to go to turn this back around.
Subido with a step back. Renzo Subido! It's about time! A Jollibee 100% the amazing move of the quarter.
Nonoy, Cancino, Subido now 4-4-15.
And Renzo has taken just 2 triples in this game and has made both. But he was called for a foul there, and David Defonso had something to say to him.
Dave wasn't really happy with that one. Makita natin a good step back, not using the screen. Hand down, man down. Makita natin kung ano nangyari. Not a particularly fun play there.
I have to say this about Renzo Subido though. This season, he's really picking his shots because
Yes.
last year, he shot 42 of 126 from beyond the arc. In this game, 2 for 2. And coming into this game, he has only taken 12 attempts and made 7.
Yes, partner, makita mo din yung improvement kasi once you know, through the years of really watching how you play, you pick your spots, you learn how to, you know, be efficient, knowing that you're in your last year, you have to really, you know, with talented guys, Renza Bando, Nonoy, Chabio, you have to really know how to spread the wealth, kung ika nga kung sabihin nila, and you just want to win eh. Yun na lang yun eh. Pag senior ka, you just want to end your career on a winning note.
Subido will try to do that along with Zach Wang and Rick Kaunan. Ildefonso unable to convert on those free throws.
Yes, partner, those were big free throws, especially with UST making a run. Turns out to be a good foul by Renzo Subido. Back on the post moves with Dave Ildefonso.
Oh, that shot trickles out. Nonoy loses the ball momentarily, but co-captain Zach Wang picks it up, and Ildefonso tried to steal it right back. And Coach Aldin Ayo is livid on the sidelines.
That's his second
Not
personal team foul,
particularly
number
happy
4.
with what transpired on the front court.
Shot clock at 14 seconds.
Calling out the play there, Coach Aldin Ayo.
Wang to Nonoy. Too strong. Rebound by Wang. Throws it to the wrong man. Boson getting it across. Oh, the ball is loose. And that's a backcourt
Back in
violation
violation.
on the Bulldogs.
Costly turnover there by NU. Not a good time to increase your turnovers. You've been protecting the ball so well all throughout the game, and it's the final 4 minutes, gut check time. Boson and Minerva, not really a good play for the two. Causing a turnover, as you can see, 23 turnovers
14 seconds.
for UST, 9th turnover for NU. NU still up by 4, partner.
NU had the number of UST last season, sweeping them in both elimination round games. Looking to continue that trend. Subido short on that triple try. That's his first miss from beyond the arc today. Boson trying to stay composed despite the peskiness of Nonoy. Minerva, what a game he has had today.
Great drive there by RJ Minerva. Taking it strong to the rack, not being afraid of the defense of Chabio. And talking about not afraid, Mark Nonoy
Foul line number 24.
Let's take a look at this
RJ
McDonald's
Minerva.
instant
That's his
replay
third
right
personal.
here. RJ Minerva earning his minutes. He played 18 in the first half, and he continues to shine for NU.
Continuing that stellar performance in the first half. Already scoring 9 points, but this is his first point in the second half.
Mark Nonoy and Malloy shooting two
Nonoy,
free throws.
these are very important free throws for him, Kiefer.
We'll see where the rookie knocks down the first one.
That's his first point since the first quarter. 6 points for Mark Nonoy. Young kid who averaged over 21 points per game as a Tiger Cup in the UAAP Juniors. Scans in 2 free throws as NU calls a timeout. We'll be back. RJ Minerva, a career-high performance for him today, 11 points, and what a time for it to come, a fudgy bar, O-bar sa saya moment.
Isa Gaye loving his partner. Really helped him in the first half.
Yeah.
Here you go, makikita natin sa mga partner. RJ Minerva, career high, 11 points, 9 points coming into the first half. But more than that, I think he's really helped NU on the defensive end. Nakita natin kanina na si Soulmane Chabio already had 13 points. Pero ngayon 17 pa lang meron si Chabio na contain na ni Minerva.
Brent Paraiso just got the wind knocked out of him as UST was applying that familiar mayhem press of Coach Aldin Ayo. Let's take a look at it one more time.
With the hit of Dave Ildefonso.
That's decent for the UST
Ayan, the rib cage by Brent Paraiso. And we all know how tough Brent Paraiso is. He doesn't go down easily. And if he does, meron talaga siyang nararamdaman. As we see, that's a good sign if a player stands up on his own.
Brent Paraiso,
Definitely in pain, partner.
that's like a body shot in boxing.
Yes, hopefully, it's just the wind that got knocked out of Brent Paraiso. And hopefully we can see him back in the game.
Subido going back to his old form. Shot was just a little bit short, and Gaye towering above everybody for that rebound. Clemente throws the ball back out, and Hoson wisely controls the flow of play here. Ildefonso gets the ball back. Hoson in and out,
That
and
was a
it
good
is
play.
UST basketball. Nonoy wanted to draw a foul, puts up a wild shot. Coach Aldin Ayo is also looking for a foul.
No foul call there on Mark Nonoy. And I think that's why tinira niya kasi nag-expect siya with all the contact that happened. Everybody, like 3 or 4 players right there. Makikita natin. Changing gears, bump.
That's decent. Sean
That's why
Ildefonso for RJ Minerva.
Initsa niya talaga yung bola, he expected a foul, but nonetheless, a dismayed Mark Nonoy. And a costly foul for UST as they're over the limit, partner.
Coach Aldin Ayo And UST trying to figure out National University, a team that swept them last year in Season 81. Let's see if they can do it. Hang on, this is the fourth quarter of this matchup between NU and UST. Renzo Subido and Zach Wang, the leaders of this UST squad, trying to bring the Growling Tigers back to the win column after that 1-point loss against Ateneo. But right now, they are staring at a 5-point lead established by the NU Bulldogs. And we're approaching the final 2 minutes of this contest.
Almost a turnover there by NU on that inbound pass, as there it is, natuloy na nga yung turnover.
Mayhem is being unleashed here by UST in the fourth. Chabio. And Chabio is able to draw the foul on that running hook as we have entered the PS Bank last 2 minutes. PS Bank pasend via mobile ang padala mo cash agad in minutes.
Nice patience there.
You know, with all the
Chabio.
Keith, with all the stars in the UAAP and all of the new exciting players from the UST side like Nonoy and Abando, but we don't really realize that because of the walking double-double that Solomon Chabio is, he might actually end up as one of the MVP contenders.
Yes, exactly.
Especially
Another possession here.
with an effort like this. Oh, but Renzo falling on the sideline. Babalik ang bola sa NU.
We're saying partner with Renz Abando only with 8 points, 3 out of 8 field goals. Season average niya 14.3. And si Mark Nonoy only with 7 points, 1 out of 9 field goal shooting. Another foul there by Renzo Subido. That's it for him, partner.
That's it. That's the 5th personal foul of Renzo Subido, one of UST's leaders and best shooters. He fouls out.
I'll just go back to my point kanina, partner, no sinasabi ko na, with Abando only scoring 8 points, si Mark Nonoy 7 points, with superb first couple of games, I think people are still forgetting that these two are rookies.
Yes.
No, they're bound to have games na parang ganito, off days, off nights, but the potential is already there. Alam na natin kung ano yung kaya nilang gawin. And it's just the matter of, even if I'm not scoring a lot, how will I be able to help my team? How will I contribute, whether offensively and defensively? So yun yung question mark ngayon for Mark Nonoy and Renz Abando.
And throughout the process, they have to learn how to play in pressure-packed situations just like this. A huge test for the young guys that you just mentioned as they trail NU by 4.
Yes, partner, makikita natin ngayon. Now, Renz Abando with the ball, makikita natin.
Paraiso, Chabio, Soleman, to Abando, Renz Abando! And there is that USD crowd coming alive. Hoson to Ildefonso, wisely deciding to set things up.
Big 3 there by Renz Abando. We were talking about it, partner. How will they step up and bounce back from a game like that?
Enzo Hoson!
Big shot there by Enzo Hoson.
Abando! Short on that attempted response. But what
Heat check
thrust?
there, heat check.
What thrust, Kiefer, by Jamaica Rin on the former Ateneo Blue Eaglet, Enzo Hoson, as we see this big-time triple by Renz Abando. And now Nonoy.
Nonoy hounding Enzo Hoson.
Hoson. Crossover. Hoson floating it up. And
Another
Sean
one.
Ildefonso grabs the offensive rebound and scores on the putback.
Time at UST Growling Tigers.
NU extending the lead 68-63. Timeout UST. National University with this big-time move by Enzo Hoson. And a huge rebound by Sean Ildefonso, flexing and hoping that they pick up their first win here in Season 82.
Sobrang intense na. Coach Bujing Akon.
The clock is 14
Sporting, of
seconds.
course, Bailey's.
Your former coach as well.
Yes. I was young, Coach Bujing. The NU partner grabbing 47 rebounds and UST on their average with 51 rebounds. But, you know, that was a big offensive rebound by Sean Ildefonso, giving and extending the lead for NU.
Play coming off a timeout.
Dave Ildefonso, penalty.
And they stop the
That's
clock.
fourth.
Both teams are in the penalty, Keeper.
Not a wise foul there by Dave Ildefonso. There you go. His hand on the cookie jar. Let's see if Renzabando can make these two crucial free throws.
He's 1 for 2 so far from the free throw line. Oh, and he misses a crucial one right there.
Nerves right now for the rookie.
Second free throw for Abando. And he converts.
Makes the second one, cutting the deficit to 4 points.
National
And now
University
Coach Jamaica
Bulldogs.
Rin calls a timeout. We'll be back. .1 seconds remaining. And we have former NU Bulldog JJ Alejandro
14
in attendance
seconds
and
on the shot
former UST King Tiger Kevin Ferrer watching on SNA right now.
Yeah, supporting his alma mater, Kevin Ferrer.
Hossa needs a teammate.
5-second
And the
inbound
mayhem
violation.
defense of UST preventing an easy pass on that inbound play.
Turnover right there. Dave Ildefonso, 16 points, 6
John
rebounds,
Calinato.
1 steal, 1 block. +7 on that efficiency board, showing how he could do it all.
Coach Mike trying to make a substitution here. Apparently, something is wrong with the left arm of Isagay.
Yes, there's blood, kaya hindi siya makapasok agad. But turnovers in the end game piling up right now for NU.
Important possession for UST. Nonoy Abando creating space. Renz Abando!
There you go.
UST down by 1. Coach Jamaica Rin wants to talk things over and he uses his final timeout. But Coach Alvin is saying that NU has no more timeouts. I think that's what they're contesting right here. But right now, NU are in a huddle, so our officials are trying to clarify things.
I think kasi si Isagay was already waiting and it's under the last 2 minutes, so it's an automatic substitution. That's why clock stopped and the table officials. If you're live here, makita natin partner, there's also 1 timeout left with NU. Either they're calling it now.
National University Bulldogs.
So they used their final timeout.
Okay, so we've clarified that they used their final timeout. Hang on to your seats, folks. We'll be back for the conclusion of this matchup between NU and UST. Kiefer, you were talking about how people sometimes forget that Renz Abando is just a very young player, but he has come up big in one of his first ever clutch moments in his UAAP career. 7 points in the 4th quarter.
Coming up big, si Renz Abando. As we always say, big-time players come up with big-time plays. 7 points, none other bigger than that 3-point shot, cutting the deficit to 1 with 27 seconds left. Ang importante dito is, for me, I think UST doesn't need to foul because there's still 3 seconds left. A little over 3 seconds left that will be coming back to their possession. So tingnan natin kung anong diskarte ngayon ng NU.
NU coming off 2 heartbreaking defeats. UST's mayhem
8-second backboard violation.
creating another turnover, an 8-second violation.
Turnovers again, partner. We talked about it number of times. Turnovers will really,
or RJ Minerva.
you see the game reset. NU, no
14
more
seconds on the
timeouts
shot
left.
clock.
And UST has 1 more, and Coach Alvin
UST
calling it out.
Tigers.
Using his final timeout, Kiefer.
Well,
former UAAP champion, Jack Skuan.
Captain Jack. You all know his contributions for the Espana-based squad, especially in that UAAP championship they did against Ateneo. UAAP season 69.
I remember when Coach Pedon used to rub his hands before he shot
Oh
free
yes,
throws.
exactly. And I think I did that also before. When I was in college, I tried to rub it to Von Pesumas, one of our best free throw shooters. I tried it. Makita natin turnovers, first 3 quarters, 7. This quarter, partner, 6 turnovers already, 13 in total for NU. And this is something that they should look up to,
14
whatever the
seconds on
results
the
may
shot
be
clock.
of this game.
A potential game-winning play drawn up by Coach Aldin Ayo. And Isagaye called for a foul. NU is in the penalty. That means 2 free throws for co-captain and graduating forward
Holding
Zach
foul
Wang.
number 10, Isagaye, penalty, that's his 4th.
Isagaye really shouldn't be that close. As we can see, his hand is right across Zach Wang. 2 big free throws for Zach Wang.
He's 2 for 2 today. Make that 3 for 3, and he has tied things up at 68. Oh boy,
Baptism of fire for me, partner.
welcome back to the UAP and welcome to the broadcaster live, Kiefer Avena. Oh, Zach Wang missing on the second free throw. Nonoy for the lead. Now the referees will have to review this.
Yes, so there's a review. Zach Wang really contesting that, and I think is really confident that it was Sean Ildefonso who touched it last. We'll see. Oh,
Well, from that replay, it was off of the hands of Wang, but Ildefonso was holding on to his arm.
there's a review.
Let's take a look at it one more time, Kiefer.
Same angle. Yes, Dave Ildefonso slapping the arm of Zach Wang, but last touch by Zach Wang breaks of the
It
game.
will be National University Bulldogs possession.
Hang on to your seats, folks.
Last
National
possession.
Bulldogs with a chance to win the game. Who will be the hero? Enzo Hosson with a spin.
Hey, big shot by Enzo Hosson.
No more timeouts. Nonoy. Inside pass. Chabio.
Solomon
We are tied again. Ildefonso from the half-court line. And we will go into overtime.
We are tied at 70 all.
Kiefer Avena, I will say it again. Welcome to the broadcaster live, my friend.
But I will not complain. Those were 2 great shots for NU and UST, tied 70 going to the first overtime.
5 more minutes of basketball between NU and UST. All right, Kiefer, Ravenna, kindly break down the events that led to this overtime.
That great spin move there by Enzo Hoson, but the smartness of Mark Nonoy locating Chabio. NU, I guess, celebrated a little too early.
And this is the second overtime of Season 82, the second time that NU is playing in OT, Keith.
Start of the first
Exactly,
overtime.
with NU now, but both overtimes are part of it, but now hoping for a different result, partner.
But UST will have to play this overtime without one of their leaders, Renzo Subido, who fouled out late in the fourth. Chabio, he has been stellar this Season 82. Concepcion for three. What a start for UST here in overtime.
Big shot there by Concepcion. Three-pointer right away.
Hoson to Ildefonso. Hoson giving it to Clemente. And what a response by John Lloyd Clemente.
Big shot there, partner. Ayaw bumitaw.
Unbelievable basketball on display in this matchup between NU and UST. Nonoy makes his move. Nonoy, wild shot. Good defense on the part of Sean Ildefonso to bother that shot. Hoson, Clemente again. Chabio with the rebound.
Missed opportunity there by NU. 7-3 all. What will happen?
Abando, the fourth quarter hero. Knocks down another three. This time in overtime.
Big three there by Renz Abando, partner. Oh, rookie showing out.
That was the fourth triple of the game for Abando. He's got 18.
Just as we thought when he was having a bad night. He comes up with 3 3-pointers. 2 in the fourth quarter, 1 in the overtime period.
And he was up 8 in the fourth quarter when Abando came alive with those triples that you were just mentioning. Chabio. Soliman.
Chabio.
Solomon Chabio with that jump hook.
And Ildefonso called for an offensive foul on Abando. And Ildefonso is done.
Dave Ildefonso,
5 fouls for Dave Ildefonso.
Frustration, Brent Paraiso for Mark Nonoy. RJ Minerva for
Good
Dave
defense,
Ildefonso.
lowering his right shoulder. Renz Abando not only making up for that lackluster first 3 quarters, but also making it up on the defensive end against NU's top scorer.
Dave Ildefonso fouls out with 16 points and 6 rebounds. Abando. Renz Abando.
Renz Abando. Another 3 for him. Partner, parang nag-reserve lang siya ng energy. Parang ni-reserve niya lang yung energy niya ng first 3 quarters.
He doesn't even look tired. Abando with 5 3-pointers, 4 coming in the fourth quarter and here in overtime. Chabio showing us a little something there. Abando too strong on that corner triple. Clemente. Zakwan sneaking up from behind him.
There's a heat check by Renz Abando. Then again,
19
they're
seconds
shooting
on
that
the shot
way.
clock.
Why not take it all?
Clemente. Unable to convert. Abando. Cross-court pass. Wang will try. Shot was short, but this is what you were explaining at the start, Kiefer. UST will take those
Yes,
threes.
they will take it anytime, whether first quarter, second quarter, or overtime. As long as they feel that they're in rhythm, they're confident with their shot, they will take it.
Hoson spins. Hoson in a crowd will head to the line for 2.
Kamikaze drive there
Pushing
by
foul to
Enzo
number 3,
Hoson.
Brent Paraiso.
And Brent Paraiso will foul out, the
Brent
second
Paraiso,
grounding
5 fouls.
Tiger who will foul out of this game after Renzo Subido. But
Mark
that
Nonoy
means
for Brent
Mark
Paraiso.
Nonoy will return here in overtime.
Mark
Shooting
Nonoy,
2 free throws, Enzo Hoson.
the Energizer Bunny for UST.
And with that game-saving assist to Chabio.
Exactly. Not showing his rookie jeans. Playing like a vet.
And Chabio.
Fabio with, I'm sure, with a 2020 game.
Chabio is like a pogo stick.
And we're already in the overtime period.
Pushing foul to number 24,
Parang he's still just
RJ
starting the game.
Minerva.
Pwede pa maglaro ng
That's
tatlo or
his
apat
fourth
pang quarter.
personal.
I tell you, this guy is going to barge into the MVP conversation
Two free
with the way he's
throws for
playing.
Mark
23
Nonoy.
points and 20 rebounds, 4 assists. These are just mind-boggling numbers.
Literal partner, import numbers. Import numbers. Solmain Chabio really giving the UST Tigers the lift they needed. He was doing the job in the first half when Mark Nonoy and Renzo Bando wasn't shooting well. Now in the fourth quarter, in the overtime period, ginagawa lang ni Solmain Chabio yung rebounds, defensive shots,
Holding foul to number
changing
10,
a lot of shots for the
Isagaye.
guards of NU and
Isagaye,
leaving the
5 fouls.
scoring to Renz Abando.
And Mark Nonoy showing incredible
Big
heart,
for Isagaye.
beating
And
the
line
Giants
shooting
of
2 free
National
throws,
University
Mark
for that
Nonoy.
rebound.
Heart over height. Another free throw made for Mark Nonoy as we see Isagaye fouling out.
Mark Nonoy, he had 3 triple-doubles as a Tiger Cub last season. Wait a minute. A foul as Concepcion came up with that offensive board.
As we
Holding foul
see,
to number 24,
here we go, an
RJ
ultra
Minerva.
efficient outing
RJ Minerva, 5
for
fouls.
Solmain Chabio. 23 points, 8 out of 12 from the field, 20 rebounds, and a plus 14
And
efficiency
Imaya
rate.
for RJ Minerva.
Now we also have
At
to
the
commend
line, shooting 2,
Sherwin Concepcion, keeper.
Concepcion.
He started this game really well, scoring 8 points in the first quarter when the other players, the guards, couldn't get going. Sherwin Concepcion was there.
Yes, exactly, partner. No, he made an early 4-point play and then a crucial 3-pointer to start the overtime period. You know, the stats might show otherwise, pero yung nabibigay niya within his team, the energy, the leadership, just more than enough to build an 11-point lead for UST.
He's got
National
13 points in the
University
contest
Bulldogs.
as Coach Jamai Karin calls a timeout. This is just the first half of an explosive Sunday doubleheader. Coming up next, we have the University of the Philippines taking on the Falcons of Adamson University.
A rematch, partner, from the last year's Final Four, but we still have to finish the
14
exciting
seconds
matchup
on
between
the shot
UST
clock.
and NU.
It's a good day to be here at the Mall of Asia Arena in Pasay City. Awesome. Gets the ball back from Sean. Nonoy deflecting that pass. Hawkson for 3. And Nonoy picks up the loose ball.
Nonoy is everywhere.
Zach Wang to Chabio. Cancino, the team captain, will get it and settle things down. Hey, remember, Cancino had that triple late in the fourth, but he loses control there as Clemente. Oh, the captain stealing the ball away. That was huge for CJ.
Crucial turnover there by NU. Wasting the clock here is Mark Nonoy.
Nonoy trying to put the icing on the cake. And it is Zakwan who eventually does.
Offensive rebound right there.
What a classic. Another classic matchup between two very accomplished coaches, Coach Aldin Ayo and Coach Jamai Karin. And just a little bit of trivia. This is the 11th time that Coach Ayo and Coach Harin have coached against each other since Coach Ayo came from Sorsogon to Manila. And prior to this win by Coach Aldin Ayo's UST Growling Tigers, the matchup was 5 wins each.
Icebreaker for this one for Coach Aldin Ayo, coming off that 70-70 over fourth quarter score that led us to an overtime game, scoring 17 points in that extension period.
And UST finally solves the NU puzzle, a team that beat them twice in the elimination round last year. Another heartbreaker though for the Bulldogs as they fall in overtime to UST, 87-74. But Kiefer, this was a character-building win for UST.
Most definitely, partner. Coming off that 1-point loss against Ateneo, really not playing their best against NU, and finding the momentum and finding a second win for them to catch up and force this game to an overtime and that victory.
And of course, we have the pride of La Union, Renz Apando, our PS Bankable Player of the Game, PS Bank Home Loan. Isang araw lang, may bahay ka na. What a performance for Apando.
Renz Apando, 21 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. We checked it out earlier. He only had 8 points before the fourth quarter, and then he finished with 21 to end the game.
UST is our Dataland winning basketball team. This Dataland Residential's quality win was won, of course, by the University of Santo Tomas. And our ATSA Know You Can player of the game is none other than Chabio.
Main Chabio showing us the offensive arsenal. A 2020 monster game for Main Chabio. But the best thing about it is he was there from the get-go. Here you can see the game-tying basket. And he was the anchor for the UST squad this game.
Looking at that replay, Kiefer, that was not easy.
It wasn't easy. That was a semi-360 finish with contact, and he was able to make it.
Unbelievable win by UST as they prevail in overtime against NU. So that does it for our first game. Up next, you don't want to miss this. It is Adamson versus UP. For our director, Raul De Ocampo, our courtside reporters, Baileys Acon and Makayla Chavez, and my partner, Kiefer Ravena, and all of us from ABS-CBN Sports, I'm Anton Ross saying thank you all for watching. We hope you enjoyed this victory by UST against NU as they prevail in overtime, 87-74. But stick around because we've got Adamson and UP coming up next on SNA. You are watching Season 82 of the UAAP. All for more.
1 seconds. Sullivan. Done.
Asa BTR mo?
John. Okay. Done. Renzo to me. So. Set 1.